This is... This is Angelo sitting in his car.
Oh, I'm going down to hell. I'm gonna meet with my friend Satan, and I plan to treat him well.
Hey everyone, I'm Angelo. I thought I'd finally do a video like I would do with my phone, but now with my DSLR. I've been homeless for 9 months now. Been working a lot. I'm a filmmaker. I'm trying to make movies in LA. And first of all, my mom won't be out here in August. She says she can't make it. It's too difficult. She's got a bunch of electrical work to do at her house, which apparently she's an electrician now, so she's going to do all that. But some old thing needs to be replaced running up and down her house. And I witnessed no, I didn't witness it. I heard it, and then I stepped out from behind my car and saw it. There was a car accident over there a couple of yards yesterday. This Nissan got the bumper just sheared off. I don't know what happened, but anyway, it was a loud crash. I was like, what the hell? Someone really got in an accident in a parking lot? So it's like 7 a.m. My ears hurt from my own voice. My ears hurt so bad from having headphones on. This is going to be one of the biggest tolls taken on me from being homeless, is I can't use speakers to listen to videos and edit videos anymore. I have to have headphones on so I can actually hear and not play stuff so loud that everybody else can hear it. I don't know if it's the actual speakers, or the sound, or just having the headphones on. I think sometimes it's just having the headphones on that hurts so bad, but my ears ache, and throb, and I have earplugs in sometimes when I do it, but lately I haven't, even though I have the volume down so low, because I need to be able to hear, like, any problems with the sound. That Film Courage video that I did, by the way, everybody check it out, why you should be filmmaking every day. I didn't know, I was so disappointed that the first time I cut it, I rendered it out. I was lucky I happened to hear it without my earplugs in. My earplugs totally blocked out this frequency in which there was a huge hum in the video, and it was not from the microphone. It was like from some short in the cable that was attached to the microphone. I was like, oh crap, I hope I can fix this. Fortunately, I was able to. It was a big, like, bzzz, bzzz, like really loud. I didn't hear it with my earplugs in. It blocked out that frequency. But I was able to hear it later, and then I had to render it out like 2 or 3 more times, which took hours because I kept messing up and missing something or forgetting something. And then I was disappointed because I wasn't able to get it up that day. I don't know if you could see I just spit, but in the end it didn't matter. Like, hey, I don't even remember whether I got it up that day or not now, but I was so frustrated and disappointed and mad at myself that day. Like, damn it, I can't render it out in time and upload it and send it to Film Courage. But fortunately, like, Audacity is really good. I was able to isolate the bad audio, removed it. It only got into the frequency of my voice a tiny bit, and I was able to send it to Film Courage, obviously, and it's up there now. So hey, go check it out. But yeah, anyways, this is going to be the biggest problem for my ears. This is the main reason why I need a home to live in. Also, Alex Proyas's channel is blowing up. Director of Dark City, one of my favorite movies that made me want to be a film director. I wouldn't be in LA if it wasn't for Dark City. And Knowing and Gods of Egypt. And Alex Proyas has been so nice to me over the years. His channel's blowing up. So go check it out. Someone posted it on Reddit, and it's just blowing up there. And I'm like, good for him. Thank goodness. You know, I hate to see him putting up these great videos and people not seeing them. So they're getting out there. So go check them out and tell them Angelo sent you. I swear, it's hurting my own ears to hear me talk right now. I've got to take like several days off from editing because this has been an ongoing thing, more or less, since I've been homeless. It was better when I was at McDonald's in Virginia, and I was able to have the speakers up because there was enough noise around me where it's like it wouldn't, Like, I could still hear the speakers, but it wouldn't really affect anybody else, because I didn't want to play it so loud other people were bothered by it. Now, the places I'm at, I can't really do that. Starbucks, it's too loud in there, and I'm not going to be able to hear it unless I'm blasting it. And the library, you got the opposite issue. It's very quiet in there. But anyway, so it's like 7 a.m. I'm going to go to the gym. I keep gaining weight. It's so it's so difficult to deal with. Not even frustrating, just yeah. I try and eat so little, but I know I'm not eating the right stuff, really. I'm eating like canned tuna and Kind bars and stuff. I mean, it's got sugar in it and you know, too many calories, and then I'm not full anyways. Whereas before, you know, I could make oatmeal and bell peppers almost every day. I would eat those. Anyways, just sorry, you cannot exercise your way out of this. You have to change your diet. And and I got hired. It's for free, but hired on a film to PA in 2 days. I wonder if anyone wants to see a video how to be a PA. Which, by the way, so here's how you do it. There's no standard guide for how to be a production assistant. You basically just show up early, be alert, get to know people there, and ask if they need help. You don't want them going to you asking for help much. And this is not like a super difficult thing. It's just you go around, you see someone trying to do something, you stand there, you watch, make sure that they know you're there, and then also ask if they need help. And sometimes when you see someone doing something that you think, oh, they don't need to do that, they could, like, especially on these low budget shoots, a lot of times, like, the actors or the actual, like, the filmmakers, like the director, will go move stuff, move parts of the set or furniture or whatever, get them out of the way or move them into the shot. That's when you could go and be like, hey, let me get that, you know, you take care of it. Sometimes, you know, I've experienced where they don't let me. They're like, no, it's fine, I got it. But you try and offer that stuff because you don't want to seem like, and I was actually set photographer when I was offering this, but I want to anyways. And also ask everybody, you know, for their business cards and email them after the shoot and let them know if they have any other work that you can take. You'd be glad to take it, and tell them if you have any work they can take, let them know. Lately, though, that hasn't gotten me any jobs yet. It might at some point. I'm sure it very well could in 6 months or something. But I got to figure out some other way of doing, like, creating specific opportunities. I'm going to the YouTube space in a couple days, so I'll finally be able to unlock that and shoot stuff in their studio. So I have some ideas for that. I can only get in like once a month, and they have a bunch of requirements of, you know, when you make videos there, what you can make it, and they have to approve anything you make. So, you know, I'll see if I can do something there. I wonder how strict they are in cussing. That's one thing I want. Not that I plan on making something, you know, loaded with cuss words, but if it happens in the video, or say if I make a music video where there's cuss words in the song, I don't know what their policy is, because they seem pretty strict about everything, but I get to use everything free. At a certain point, that they'll charge for, I don't know if they charge for certain stuff, but that's, finally I get to go in there after I was late last time, because I read the email wrong and they wouldn't let me in. I read it as 7 p.m. and it turns out it was 4 to 7, and the 4 was up in the upper right in the email, so I didn't notice that. I was like, damn it. Oh, and now I have a scar on my nose from when I was at another thing there. It wasn't an unlocking event, but I walked right into a door and slammed my face into it because I didn't know. I was trying to get to the bathroom quick. It was a glass door. I didn't see, man, people were going around me like, do you need to go to the hospital? And they're like, we'll get a bandage. I said, what, I'm bleeding? I'm like, yeah. So great. I have a little, you can't see it, but a little scar right there. Thought I'd get a little change of scenery. Step out of my car here. Literally just step out. I'm right outside it. The camera's sitting on the car seat. Want to at least create a little visual variety in these videos. Feeling, you know. So if you want to know what it's like to be a filmmaker, struggling as I am, but in a way not struggling, in a way doing great, but struggling in that I'm financially struggling. It's like 90% mental. It's trying to make sure that, I don't totally get depressed and discouraged and feel like a total failure and be mad at myself and give up. Because, there's always little things, like in videos, I'm frustrated. Oh, I wish I did that better. I wish I worked harder on this thing, worked longer. Soon I'll have no excuse for that. Really, when, if I get shoots with other people I want to do, oh, why didn't I think to do this or whatever? Well, I'm going to let people know up front, okay, look, this might take a certain amount of time. It's going to be some work, but, that's exactly what I'm looking for. We're not wasting time. I know what I'm looking for. So this is what you're on board for. So just be ready for it now. And that way, when it happens, it's no surprise to them. It'd be very easy to succumb to despair and think, this is horrible. I'm so lonely out here. Nothing's working. I'm just fooling myself into thinking that, that this will amount to anything or that I'm any good at this. But it really is what you make of it. And thinking, other people got it. They got a sense of themselves and a handle on themselves. And there are parts of me that you just want to spiral into despair. But I know I just can't afford to. As lonely as it's been, as broke as I've been, as sure as, I am that people think, oh, I live in my car, what a loser. Doesn't matter. By the way, somebody told me that Brie Larson lived in her car for 3 years. I didn't know that. One thing that really helps is getting up early. When I get up early, at least I know I can take my time with my workout. I'm not going to waste half the day to where I get to the library and it's already been closed for most of the day, and then go to Starbucks after that, and then I only have a certain amount of time there. I'm so glad I don't have to rush so badly. I mean, and it makes me more focused when I am doing what I'm doing, so I'm not worrying about the time, and it's just another reason to get down on myself. Rewriting my screenplay, I think it's finally getting a little better to where it got some excitement that I thought was missing from it before. And I want to go back to Virginia and film that, because it looks different there. Everybody knows what LA looks like on film, and I want the location. It's a Virginia story. Also, my mom could work on it. She could do catering, and maybe she'll have a cameo in the movie too. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to do it super cheap, and I want to do it before my money runs out. That's the scary thing. This car, who knows what's wrong with it? The overheating thing. Can I even get it fixed? What the hell is up with this thing that whenever I drive on the highway, it's like every other day I need to put coolant in it because it's burning up so much. So how reliably could I even drive this car back across the country again? That's a little scary. So, and like I mentioned, I'm going to be working PA on a set tomorrow and Monday, and it's going to be free, but I was like, that's fine. I want to do it for the experience and to meet people, and I'm not getting many paid jobs yet, so I'll do that. And you know what? I was really glad to do that Russian music video the other day, but I ended up spending money on it anyways, even though I thought, well, I'm getting lunch, it'll be free. But I was so hungry throughout the day, I kept going to the vending machine and getting these those protein bars, sort of protein, but they're it's like 3 egg whites and dates and almonds. So it's got a bunch of sugar in it too. So I spent money and parking. They did compensate me for parking, but still the vending machine, whatever. So it's like can't worry about that. Can't get I made a decision. It's not worth worrying about. And also, why am I different or special? There's lots of talented people here. Lots of people are struggling and hardworking. But also, it's incredibly exciting being here. I never get tired of it. It still hasn't really set in I'm actually here. That trip to Virginia really screwed me up mentally. I hated going back to Virginia. The flight and also just being there was so depressing because I thought I would really like being there again. I'm like, no, it's so small here. There's nothing here. Don't get me wrong, I'll want to be there to film again, but I'm going to drive there. I am not going to fly back to Virginia. All right, I have to go to the gym.
Oh, I'm going going down to hell. I'm gonna meet with my friend Satan, and I plan to treat him well. We're gonna have an intervention. Oh, it's hard to be a god. Easy to hurt their feelings, and it happens to me a lot. I cannot find the reason.